Hello, everyone. Welcome back to another episode of Legends of Equestria. This video is a little later than normal, but we had to schedule some things out because, as you see, I have a very special guest, Holiday Cheer. She's back, and
Hello.
she's going to help us today on our on this very, very long quest.
Yeah, it's another one of those really long ones, but it's probably one of my favorite quests in Legends of Equestria, if not my favorite.
Oh yeah,
Because,
oh, it's a good one because I like the characters, although it's pretty much just talking to like the same ponies.
yeah, I mean, but it's another one of the quests where you get to talk to your friends from Fullhood, so it's really exciting. You get to know them a little bit better. And the dialogue's really fun. This is a really fun quest. They're silly and stuff. What you're actually doing. So, and plus you get to spend a lot more time with Flan.
Oh, flannel! I just even though the glitch was fixed ever since I posted that one video of this a long time ago, I'm still nervous to ask Flan about riding bikes because I'll soft lock myself, and I don't want to do that.
Oh, she really likes to ride bikes and eat ice cream.
Well, so today this quest is called, I think, removing cookies and browsing data.
Well, I think it's the other way around, but something like that.
Oh, I'll have to find out in the journal or when we do it. So, anyways, I suppose we'll talk to Hullabaloo, unless you
Yep.
have anything you want to tell the audience here.
I just don't really like Hullabaloo very much, and this is the quest that kind of explains why.
I don't
So it'll
like
be fun.
I don't like him either. But anyways, I guess
Yeah.
let's get right into this. You'll be Hullabaloo.
Yep.
All right.
Hey, Jet Black, how's it going?
You look tired. Do you need some help?
Glad you asked. Long story short, I'm prepping for a big party I'm gonna be throwing tonight at the Gala Hall. Oh, I'm throwing a real big party at the Gala Hall, by the way. You should swing by if you're in town, and if you're too busy to pick up the catering. And I've been too busy to pick up the catering. Like right now, I'm out here handing out flyers and waiting on two different guys to run two different errands in two different towns to meet me back here about 20 minutes ago. If you're not too busy, could you run over to the Pazzo Fino for me?
Sure. Or, sorry, I can't. I'll say sure.
Okay, great. Thanks a lot. Just tell Flan it's for me. She should have a basket ready to go.
I'll give you a spoiler alert. She won't. Well, she will, but
Oh,
she also won't.
no, that's too bad. I mean, it's really too bad. Also, it's not called the Gala Hall. It's called the Gal Hall. So there's that. He doesn't even know what it's called.
I think he just wanted to add a sense of realism in here, but Hasbro might come down mercilessly with their hammer of justice.
Also, I'm not sure that Galahad was even in here when that quest started, so that's interesting. I don't know if they changed his dialogue or.
Oh, that certainly was there before the Gal Hall because that's been there. That's the quest has been there since I started playing this game. So,
Oh yeah.
uh,
Hi, Flan.
all right. So I'm gonna talk to Flan here, and yeah, let's see. Okay. I have a very bad memory. Did I read her voice?
Yep. Okie dokie dokie.
She's gonna probably have another different voice. Hello, Jet Black. Welcome to the Paso Fino. Oops, wrong cafe. Bye. I need to pick up an order. Are you doing okay today? Or it's a beautiful day. I'm going to say I need to pick up an order. Can I help you with anything today? Yes, please. Or I'm here on behalf of Hullabaloo. Can I get 17 cases of donuts with marinara sauce to go?
Ooh.
We should just ask for that and just end the quest right here.
Maybe.
But I'll say I'm here on behalf of Hullabaloo.
Oh, Hullabaloo sent you. I've got his Paso Fino perfect party pastry pack right here.
Paso Fino perfect party pastry pack? Thanks. I'll say that one. Oh, thanks.
You're welcome. Come back anytime.
You see, Flan is interested in me.
Oh, that was interesting. That was so easy. The quest's over now, right?
Oh, yeah. I think we just returned to Hullabaloo and he'll be happy.
That sounds pretty good.
I mean, after...
I can really go for some... Oh. I can really go for some donuts and marinara sauce now.
Oh, that'd be good. Maybe we'll come back and get it because, Hullabaloo's a cool person and he's not a jerk at all.
Nope. Not at all.
He's great. All right. Hello.
Hey, Jet Black. How's it going?
You look tired. Do you need some help? I'm back. Fine, I'll just be running along now. Let's say I'm back.
Oh, hey again. Did you get the basket from Flan yet?
Yes or no? I'll say yes.
No. Awesome. Awesome. Let's see it.
Here you go.
Oh, hey, thanks. Yeah, you're really helping me out by bringing this here. I've been on such a tight schedule with all the... Hey, wait a minute. This jar is empty. Okay, look, I understand you're doing me a favor, but if you need to ask before you take some kind of payment for it out of my pocket, all right? If you had just waited until the party started even, I'd have let you take as many as you wanted. But if you're just gonna take them like that before we even set up, you're just stealing at that point.
But I didn't take anything. What are you talking about? Sorry. I'll say, I want to say sorry, but I bet that's going to make me go away. I'll say, but I didn't take anything.
Well, they're missing somehow, and you were the last one with them. So unless you got attacked by some kind of cookie-specific bandit on the way here, and didn't mention it to me, I don't see how else it would have happened.
Maybe some pony took them before I got the basket. Maybe Flan ate them. Maybe Flan forgot to pack them. I'll say maybe Flan forgot to pack them.
Oh, poor Flan. Well, that seems pretty unlikely, but if you can get Flan to vouch for you, I guess I'm willing to hear you out. If you can find out what really happened, maybe even I can find a reward for you. Someone's gonna have to cover at least part of the cost of these things, though, so you don't just run off if you can't manage it. Because I will look for you. I will find you. And I will charge you for the cookies. The ones that are missing.
Well, how does he know that Flan's going to even vouch for us if he's not even coming along?
Okay, I have to give him some credit there because I didn't know there was a reference to Taken in his dialogue.
Hullabaloo Neeson and his wonderful antics.
He has a very specific set of party planning skills.
Well, he's not very good at it.
No, the reason I don't like him is there's some dialogue in there about how he has to work so hard to throw the gala, and I'm like, well, really? You never did? I do that?
Hullabaloo doesn't throw any parties.
Nope, he just stands there. He's boring.
All right, Flan, let's vouch for us here. It's just so hard.
Flan's not boring.
Oh, Flan is the best. Let's see.
Hello, Jet Black. Welcome to the Paso Fino.
Oops, wrong cafe. Bye. There's a Paso Fino perfect party pastry problem. I need to pick up an order. Are you doing okay today? Or it's a beautiful day. I don't know, I'll have to say there's a Paso Fino perfect party pastry problem.
Oh, hello again. What brings you back so soon?
Nothing. Can I get a menu? The basket I delivered didn't have any cookies, I'll say that.
There aren't any cookies. Are you sure?
I'm entirely sure. That's what Hullabaloo told me. I'll say that's what Hullabaloo told me.
Well, I don't know what could have happened. I counted 20 when I put them into the jar. I've had them in the store ever since, and I've been doing most of my business out here today. Out here today. Wrong inflection.
Did you let anyone into the shop? Or is there any way someone could have gotten inside? Well, it's a business, so I'm going to ask the latter question. Is there any way someone could have gotten inside?
Well, I did let 3 of my friends in today, but I put a sign right on the jar so they'd know not to take them.
What did the sign say? Who did you let in? I'll say, who did you let in?
It was Scribble first, then Cirrus, and then Gaizoof, I think. You know, now that I'm thinking about it, I didn't check the jar since I put it out. I just stuck it in the basket with everything else. Anything could have happened to it since then. I need to start keeping better track of things. Look how I put a smile on my face immediately. I'm sorry for putting you into the middle of all this, but if any pony knows what happened to the cookies, it'd be one of those 3. Gaizoof should be just up the road here. He usually hangs around the fountain. Even though he's within spitting distance from me, I can't see him. Anyway, Scribble's probably nearby as well, since I remember him talking about meeting up with Silverhoof near the university. If you want to talk to Cirrus, though, you'll need to go to Cloudopolis. He told me he's meeting up with Fire Opal today, near the flight school, just like most days, actually. Those 2 are such close friends.
I'll get to the bottom of it, Flan, don't worry. I'm going to ask around and see what your friends know. Hey, do you want to go ride bikes? Nope, I'm staying far away from that. I'll get to the bottom of it, Flan, don't worry.
Okay, I've got to stay here until closing, so I'll be right here if you need me for anything else. Good luck!
What happened?
She likes to justify the fact that everybody stands in the same place all the time, I noticed.
Hey, they never move. Well, I guess we'll talk to this guy here first that she apparently doesn't know is here.
Yeah, you have a really good voice for him, so you should probably do that. I think.
I don't even remember his voice that much. Was it like a fancy kind of Canterlot thing?
Yeah, I think so. You might have been doing it. I don't know. I honestly don't remember anymore. It was funny though, but
I think I remember for the most part. So I'll read his dialogue.
Yep.
Well, hello there, my good stallion. Is everything well with you today?
You look hungry. I need to ask you something. It's a beautiful day. I'll say I need to ask you something.
And what brings you to this particular region of the place which we are both in on this fine day? Could it be that you have some sort of business to discuss with me, perhaps?
Were you at the Paso Fino earlier today? I'm trying to track down some missing cookies. I'll ask him about the Paso Fino because he might try to hide something from us.
Good idea.
If only I had been, perhaps I might have taken a slice of pie and been able to feed myself properly. Can you go on the same quest I sent you on a few episodes ago, please? I
would like that.
I feel as though I have not had a decent enough meal on this particular day to whet my appetite. No, indeed, I have not. However, I suspect that the reason you ask is because Flan, when you were speaking to her earlier, told you that I had visited. Is that not indeed the case?
It is. How'd you know that? You were only like throwing distance from us. It is. I'll say it is.
Huh. Why, it is a common mistake. She will often confuse me with another friend of hers that she speaks to on a fairly regular basis. The friend in question is named Wayward. Personally, I have never met Wayward. However, I have it on good authority that he and I have actually less in common than one might assume, given only the evidence that we're often confused by a mutual friend. The mutual friend I speak of is, of course, Flan, to whom I have correctly deduced already that you have been speaking to today. Therefore, I would say that she is a mutual friend of yours. Be careful, or she may just confuse you for me. Ho, 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 ho. That was a clever joke. No, I'm afraid Wayward and I are actually quite dissimilar. For instance, I have it on good authority that Wayward resides in or around Ponydale. Ponydale of all places. Can you imagine confusing me for a resident of Ponydale? The very idea is preposterous. If you're interested in continuing this particular venture, I would suggest that you speak with Wayward in Ponydale. Ho, 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 ho.
Man, this guy just talks till the end of time and never says nothing.
And he's kind of rude.
Yeah,
I mean, he wanted. Oh.
there's a lot of ponies here that are pretty rude.
I mean, he wanted a pie from Ponydale just the other day, and now he doesn't like it there? Also, what is his cutie mark?
Oh, let's see.
It's just like a blanket or a piece of bread or something.
It's his hit box.
Oh, yeah, okay, I can see that.
Oh, well, should we talk to to Scribble next since he's close?
Yeah, Scribble and Silverhoof, yeah, that's fine. That's what I was thinking too. Actually, I should follow you because it's your story.
Oh, okay. I'm just going right over here, and Silverhoof is kind of like your version of Guy's Hoof almost.
Yeah, mostly. I mean, he's a unicorn. I guess I kind of assume I'm kind of classist like that. I kind of assume all unicorns sound the same.
All of them except Scribble.
Scribble's very heroic.
Scribble talks too loud.
Yep.
So I guess I'll be Scribble and you Silverhoof.
Yep.
Alright, here we go.
Hey, Jet Black, you need something.
Flan is missing some cookies. Or, nope, I'm just running around annoying random ponies today. As much as I'd love to say that, I'll go with Flan is missing some cookies.
Really? So how's the walking around town, talking to random ponies' business treating you?
That's alright. Or, actually, I had a few questions to ask you. I'll say, actually, I had a few questions.
I'm just messing with you. I don't even know if you actually do that stuff. Who has time for rumors these days, right, dude?
Is that an actual rumor, or did you just make it up?
Aha, trick question. Those aren't mutually exclusive.
Yes, I guess that's right.
Were you at the Paso Fino earlier today, or have you seen any oatmeal cookies around? I'll say that one. Have you seen any oatmeal cookies?
Nah. Well, maybe. I saw a big jar of cookies earlier at the Paso Fino, but I don't know what kind they were. Pretty sure they were for Hullabaloo's party, so he'd probably know.
Actually, they went missing. I'm trying to find out who did it.
Cirrus did it.
Okay, now you don't actually know that.
Cirrus did it!
Do you have any evidence?
I passed him on his way into the shop that links him to the scene of the crime. And Cirrus is a self-righteous cookie-stealing blowhard, so there's his motive.
And?
And what? That's all you need. Take him away, lock him up, swallow the key, bury the hatchet, pop the cork, raise your glass, hoist the mainstay.
Okay, look. I'm assuming you're trying to figure out whether or not one of us had anything to do with the cookies, right?
Right. Or, well, any information you can give me might help. Yeah, probably any information, the second one.
Yeah, like the culprit. It was Cirrus. It's always Cirrus.
Scribble, calm down. From the looks of things, we don't seem to know anything, but I can tell you that he didn't take it because we're going to the party tonight ourselves, and he wouldn't have any reason to take the food early.
How do I know he didn't just get hungry? Or how do I know you're telling the truth? I'll do the second option again. How do you know you're telling the truth?
Ask Hullabaloo. Matter of fact, ask any pony. We're at like all of his parties. We hang all the time. There are myths and legends of Equestria, of our travels. The bards will sing of for ages to come. I tell ya, we're tight like 3 knives and a hunk of cheese. Go ask him yourself. If you don't believe me, I bet he invited the 2 of us before he invited you. And you're like, oh no, probably the one who sends out the invitations on account of how you're always running around between towns talking to every pony.
Actually, Swift usually handles the invitations. She delivered ours on Tuesday.
Really? Man, why even pay for the stamps when you've got this dude right here willing to do it for free?
Well, thanks for the information. Hey, I don't work for free. I'll just say, well, thanks for the information.
Oh. I thought we didn't work for free.
I mean, probably not, but, you know, I would imagine Jet would be so dead inside listening to their antics that he would just be like, okay, yeah.
Yeah, Scribble has a lot to say about, things.
Scribble likes to scribble in his journal.
He also really hates Cirrus, and I don't know what Cirrus ever did to him.
Well, maybe it's just because Cirrus is a cookie-stealing blowhard.
Maybe.
But anyway...
I mean, a lot of stuff could have happened in the last however many years it's been since we were foals.
Oh, yeah, despite... I mean, some of the other ponies, though, haven't aged since then, which is weird. I was... Oh.
So we going to see Cirrus?
Yeah, I guess, let me just check and make sure on the journal. Removing cookies and browsing data. Talk to... Yeah, ask Cirrus. Okay. So you did the voice of Fire Opal last time. You'll do that again?
Yep, we can do the same ones. It's perfect.
All right. In the meantime, I guess I'll tell a short story that I just felt like sharing. I guess I'll share it with you and YouTube because it's hilarious.
Okay. Sure.
So I might have typed this out somewhere one time. I think I did, so you might know it already. I don't remember where I typed it. But this one time I was at Walmart. I was doing something, and there was I guess we'll go sort of the long way, just run up here, just because to show everyone the way. While I'm telling my story. So I was at Walmart, and there was a little girl and her mother there. They were in the ice cream section, and I was in the frozen foods, like looking in the next aisle at like lasagna and other things like Marie Calendar kind of frozen meals and everything. So the mother is desperately trying to get the kid to quiet down. this was back in the day when the that TikTok theme song was real popular. Uh,
Oh.
and the kid, I was in Walmart and she was screaming. She was absolutely screaming the song. So she was like, "You got a boyfriend, I bet he doesn't kiss you." Mwah! So I was, I was just dying because I can just imagine how the mother felt because she was like singing about TikTok.
Yeah, that would be pretty rough. I don't think I even know that song.
Oh, okay. It's like a rap song, and it's just like it's so
Yeah.
generic.
Is it the Kesha song?
No, it's the one by I Love Friday or whatever about Mia
Oh.
Khalifa.
Oh, I don't even know that. Yeah.
Yeah, I only know it because it was popular like a few years ago on TikTok. I have another Walmart story I like, but we're getting sort of close to them. So,
Now we could walk all the way through Cloudopolis if you want.
all right, yeah, we'll walk the scenic route. Although it probably isn't that long a story anyway. So I was gonna,
Start making your videos another hour long.
yeah. I was just the story was that it was another family with kids. It's always kids that come on. It was in Walmart again too. Walmart's like a location for crazy people. So the kid was like, it was a family. It was I assume it was a mom and dad and their kids, and they were going shopping, and they were in the ice cream section again, which is apparently where all the crazy things happen with the kids. Oh, and I think it was one of the best things I ever heard because the kids were trying to convince the parents to buy them ice cream. They were like looking at their favorite flavors and they were trying to say, "Hey, look, this one by Great Value is cheaper," because, Great Value is Walmart's generic brand.
Yeah, I usually get that.
And so the father, I'll never forget the tone in his voice, the way that he said it. And what he said to them. He went to them, "That's a great value." He was just so done. He was just done with his kids. Oh, I guess I'm jumping off here.
You know what else is pretty good? Great Value creamy peanut butter.
Oh, I actually have some of that right now. oh, I'm a moron. I didn't realize that was a reference.
Yep. Yep.
But hey, well, that
Yeah.
worked perfectly.
Yeah, I took a nice shortcut that I actually didn't know existed.
Yeah, just the one where I just jump off that high up cloud. Anyways,
So
let's.
good friends Cirrus and Fire Opal.
You can be Fire Opal since.
It's pretty weird that you address ponies as citizen when you forget their names for that matter.
Oh, I didn't get that dialogue.
Oh, did
Hold
you get
on.
a different one?
Oh, okay.
Oh,
Wait. It's because I talked to Fire instead of Cirrus. Hang on. Okay.
Oh.
Okay. Yeah, I got it now.
Well, I can't be expected to ask every time. Do you have any idea how many citizens I interact with on a daily basis?
Well, today you've talked to me and Flan. I'm pretty sure that's it.
Stuff and nonsense. Why, here's another citizen right now.
That's Jet Black.
Why, of course it is. And what brings Jet Black out on this glorious day, free from the oppression of excess clouds, courtesy of yours truly?
We're standing on Cloud Cirrus. This is Cloudopolis.
I'm trying to find some cookies. Were you at the Paso Fino earlier today? I forgot what I was going to say. Have a good one. No, I won't be going through all that again. Let's see. I'll say, were you at the Paso Fino earlier today? There you go.
Who sent you?
Flan, actually. Or a secret society of changelings trying to overthrow Equestria from inside out. Nah,
Ooh!
I think Flan actually works for that. I'll say that.
Mm-hmm. Well, I suppose that information would be available to her. All right, your story checks out. I was in the Paso Fino earlier today, but your employer already knows that. If you're testing me with that question, you'll be happy to know that I've just passed.
I'm trying to track down some cookies that went missing earlier today.
Scribble did it.
Wait, what? Did you see him with the cookies?
My gut tells me Scribble did it.
Cirrus, your gut is literally the least reliable source on this or any other subject.
I saw him come out of there just as I walked in, and I saw the jar of cookies left on the counter. Surely he must have been the culprit. He's the only one who could have done it. He likes cookies.
You don't like cookies? Or do you have anything else? I'll say you don't like cookies?
Of course I do. Don't be preposterous. I just have to order mine specially. I have sophisticated tastes and a very refined palate, capable of discerning even the most subtle of flavors from one another with extreme prejudice. My taste buds are to food what magic is to unicorns.
I think you... Wait, what? Ignoring the more glaring problem with what Cirrus just said, the real answer is that he's lactose intolerant. Flan normally uses dairy in a cookie, so he has to order his in advance.
Opal, stop revealing my weakness to potential foes. What do we actually know about this pony?
First off, you know Jet Black. They're not a foe. And secondly, it's common knowledge. You tried to file for disability with that excuse once.
That was before they started tracking me, Opal. Any pony could be a spy for the dairy farmers. Their eyes and ears are everywhere.
Anyway, was that all you needed, Jet Black?
I think so. So you did see the cookies when you were there. I'll say so you did see the cookies.
That's the tragedy of it. They were in a jar the entire time. Or so I assume, at least. It could very well be that it was empty the entire time, and we were all victims of the jar's deceit.
Okay, well, thanks.
And that right there is the reason why Opal is my favorite character. Especially the art for her. She's so done in those pictures. She's just so done with Cirrus.
She's really done.
And then Flan has that dialogue that's like, oh, they're such good friends and they hang out all the time. I doubt it.
Yeah, they just sort of stand there all day arguing. Like, why are they even hanging out together?
Yeah, I mean, she could do a lot better for friends.
Imagine. Oh, it's Far Carter.
Far Carter, we should talk to him.
Okay, let's talk to Far Carter. I don't remember his voice.
I could do it.
Okay, sure.
Well, I'd probably get a different dialogue than you, though, so you should probably... Yeah, never mind.
Okay, I got Are You Here to Talk? Is that what you got?
Nope.
Okay, I think I sort of remember what I did for him.
Are you here to talk, or would you like a ticket? Talking is good with me. It's something to do.
What did the ever-wise Far Carter say to you?
I suppose being trapped in a booth isn't that bad. It's a race cart.
That's perfect. Far Carter is very wise.
He's not trapped in a booth. He's just out here in the open.
He just lays there in Cloudopolis all day and all night. And
He's the Far Carter.
because he's far away. Oh, now we have to ask Wayward. Oh.
We have to carry on our wayward son?
I carry on my wayward son.
There'll be peace when you are done. Lay your weary head to rest. Don't you cry no more.
There'll be cookies when we're done.
Yeah, maybe. I mean, the cookies are missing. Someone ate them. We can just order some donuts with marinara sauce at the Paso Fino.
I wonder if the Paso Fino sells pizza.
I doubt it. Probably gotta go to the Ponyville Clover Cafe for that. Because, you know, Linguini's Italian.
Oh. I just remembered my voice for him. Oh, I fell.
No! Jet Black, no!
That's
Oh, hi.
oh, we can stand almost completely sideways. I guess good thing I'm indestructible.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
I like how
remember.
those walls, you can just walk around the walls because they're that useful.
Hi, guards. We're just walking around. Maybe they recognize us. Oh, there's Hullabaloo. Look, he's bald again.
It's a wig. It's definitely a wig.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Hey.
He puts on his hairpiece when we get close to him.
Oh, when you're doing all the quests, are you gonna do this Foals quest right here?
Yes, I am.
Microtransaction? Oh, that's an amazing quest. That's one of the best quests. I'm excited for that one.
Oh, would you like to join me for that one?
It's not very long, but I would.
Oh, I may as well.
Well, maybe. I don't know. I'm pretty busy. There's a lot of parties going on pretty soon because it's the holiday season.
Oh, well, if I do it, it'll work out. So I'll work it out either way.
I can see.
Let's, imagine if we just escaped to Applewood, but no.
Maybe someday there'll be quests there and we can do them.
Oh yeah, there'll be quests. Like I always tell the audience, I like you just the way you are. No, I'm not Mr. Rogers. I was gonna say, what? I don't even remember. What something? Oh
I think
yeah,
you were gonna say that this is an ongoing series, and as new quests are added, you'll keep doing them.
yeah, that's right. Yeah, that's yeah. You knew exactly what I was gonna say. Like I've said before, the series doesn't really end. It just sort of goes on hiatus until new quests are added.
Yeah, like the video and subscribe to Slabs 4 and all that stuff.
Oh yeah, hit the bell icon and be sure to catch up on my new Legends of Equestria Forever series, which is just Legends of Equestria, but not quests.
Yeah, it's just hanging out with friends and doing wacky stuff.
Yeah, it's like the new version of the Slabs 4's OG Legends of Equestria video. Just
Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, I've been looking forward to this guy.
All right, are you ready?
Okie dokie.
What do you want?
How are you doing today? He doesn't like pleasantries, so I'm gonna say Flan is missing some cookies.
Huh?
I'm looking for some cookies that went missing at the Paso Fino. Did you see anything suspicious while you were there? Or Flan tells
No.
me... Oh, okay, yeah, I'll select that one. Okay, was anyone else there, or did you see the oatmeal cookies there? I'll say, did you see the oatmeal cookies?
Sorry, I didn't mean to jump the gun on that one.
Oh, that's fine.
Oatmeal cookies?
Yeah.
Yes.
Do you know what happened to them, or where are the cookies? I'll say, where are the cookies?
I ate them.
Oh, you what? Oh, that explains a lot. Oh, I'll tell Flan. Those weren't for you. Why would you do that? I'll say the last one. Those weren't for you.
I was hungry, and they were free cookies.
Wait, free? They weren't free. Those were for Hullabaloo. Why do you say that they were free? I'll go with the last one again.
The sign said they were free.
What did it say exactly? Or signs can't talk. You know what? Signs can't talk. I have to go with that one.
There were words on it.
What were the words?
Free cookies, please do steal.
Are you lying? That's not what Flan said. So you ate all of them? I'll say, I'll say that's not what Flan said.
She gets confused a lot.
All right, I'll tell Flan. Sorry to bother you. Or, you just wait until Hullabaloo finds out. I'll say the second one.
Oh.
Oh, he's
I
not
don't think he's scared of Hullabaloo.
Yeah, he's like he's almost like an indigenous peoples.
He's a good example of why I wish they had a slightly different pony model, so you could be like a larger stallion.
Oh
Like
yeah,
Big Macintosh.
yeah. He'd probably be pretty buff or something, because he's like adventurous and beating up werewolves and such.
Yeah. I'm really, really excited for the actual story plots of this game to get written, because that is going to happen eventually.
Oh, so like what kind?
Well, it would like continue the story of the ponies, your friends from like the Wolf Pony Quest, I think.
Oh yeah. Oh man, that's gonna be really exciting. And then Slabs 4 will be on the case.
Yeah, can do the whole thing. Maybe it can be a big. One thing I was gonna ask, and possibly in the future, like when new quests are released, a really fun thing to do would be to do those with friends.
Oh yeah, that's what I was thinking. I was
Like-
also thinking, we could have like the whole gang along if people we hang out with.
Yeah, I mean, because you have like everybody gets to experience the quest for the first time together.
Oh
Like with
yeah.
these quests, we've all done them a bunch, but that would be cool because it'd be new.
Well, at least possibly the viewers who are watching this in the future might not have seen these, maybe.
Yeah, that's true. I was just kind of talking about like us, but yeah, that's true. There's a lot of ponies out there who hopefully are seeing these for the first time and getting some good tips.
There you go, Slabs 4. You saw it here first, folks. Let's talk to Flan here.
Oh, hello, Jet Black. Welcome to the Paso Fino.
Oops, wrong cafe. Bye. I talked to Wayward. I need to pick up an order. Are you doing okay today? It's a
Why would you
beautiful
ever
day.
say wrong cafe?
They're like all the other cafes. I just went to the wrong one. I'll say I talked to Wayward.
And now?
Nothing. Can I get a menu? Wayward admitted to having taken the cookies. I'll say that.
He did, but why?
He told me the sign read, "Free cookies, please do steal." He thought they were free. I'll say he told me the sign read, "Free cookies, please do steal."
Oh, well, it's possible I could have forgotten the knot when I wrote the sign.
It's completely possible. You should pay more attention to your signs. But why didn't Cirrus or Scribble take the cookies if it said, "Please do steal"? I'll say that one. Second one.
That just doesn't seem quite right. I'm sure I would have noticed at some point. I certainly hope I didn't cause Hullabaloo to lose his cookies.
You probably did. That might not be the case. Don't you still have the sign? Oh, let's ask about the sign.
Oh, well, I have the sign right here. I can take a look. Let me see. Wait. Oh, this isn't my hoof writing. Somebody crossed out my sign and wrote the word free.
Aha! You've been sabotaged. How could you have possibly not noticed that sooner? I'll
There's a lot
say,
of really mean things to Flan here.
yeah, like I'm gonna say that to Flan. I'm gonna say you've been sabotaged.
I don't recognize the hoof writing, though. Who would write something so needlessly cruel?
It must have been one of our 3 suspects. Cirrus and Scribble were the only others there. We still can't eliminate Wayward as a suspect. I'll say Cirrus and Scribble were the only others there.
Well, I suppose you could ask Cirrus and Scribble if they changed the sign.
What if they don't tell me?
They might not. Well, in that case, you should ask them if they saw the sign when they came in. Wayward already told you it was different when he came in, but we can at least figure out when the sign was changed.
That's actually a pretty good idea, yeah. I'm getting tired of running around like this. I'm on it. I'll say I'm on it.
Thank you, Jet Black. I appreciate all of your help with this.
Huh.
Yeah, this is where it keeps going. You gotta go see everybody over again.
And then I think we have to see them again after that.
Maybe.
I'll take the shortcut over here this time. So,
Oh,
well, I ran into some buildings, but okay, yeah, here we are. So we'll talk to, let's see,
our good friends again.
okay, these 2, and then we have to go back to the Walmart story time.
Yep.
Okay, let's talk to Scribble and Silverhoof here.
Hey, Jet Black, you need something.
I need some more information regarding the cookies. Flan is missing some cookies. Nope, I'm just running around annoying random ponies today. Let's say the first one. I need some more information.
Well, if it ain't this again.
Still trying to find out who took those cookies, then?
Well, sort of. Actually, Wayward did. I'll say that.
Well, there you go, then. Case closed. Pleasure doing business with you. See you at the party.
Well, there's more. Some pony put up a sign claiming the cookies were free.
Who the hey is gonna fall for that trick? It was right there on the counter with all the other stuff from the Paso Fino Perfect Party pastry pack the whole time.
I don't know. If somebody pony gives me a free sample, I'm not going to ask too many questions about it.
Yeah, alright, I'll give you that one.
Paso Fino Perfect Party pastry pack? Did you happen to see the sign while you were in there? I'll say that.
Yeah, as a matter of fact, Flan and I were talking about it. Like I said, and I happened to get a look at the sign she put up on the jar, and it didn't say nothing about free cookies either. It said, oatmeal cookies, please do not steal. Big bold letters, couldn't miss it. She had the cookies out first, see, so she wanted to put the sign up to make sure nobody who came into the shop thought it was okay to just take some. I can only assume she did the same thing with the rest of the items in the package after I left and she put more things out front.
Unless you were the one who she was worried about.
No way. Flan and I are pals. She wouldn't suspect me of something like that.
Well, we're being questioned about it right now, aren't we?
Well, I mean... Oh. I can't believe she doesn't trust me. We grew up together. This is crazy.
It might have something to do with the time when we met her at a coffee shop and you took her biscotti and drank it, all the hazelnut creamer, and left without ordering.
No, she gave me that biscuit. I even asked first if she was going to eat it.
Look, forget the biscotti.
Forget the cookies. I didn't take 'em, and I'm not answering any more questions about 'em.
Huh.
Yep.
Well,
Sounds like the words of a pony who's innocent to me.
oh yeah, you know, ponies who are innocent usually get really angry
And defensive.
and all defensive. About
Yep.
cookies. Speaking of cookies, I have a story about Walmart. No, I'm just kidding. I, I technically kind of do have another story about Walmart, but
Hi, Captain Harvest Moon. Commander Harvest Moon, sorry.
ah, she just walks along. I went up on the tower. I don't know why. I mean, I guess technically I do have another story about Walmart, but it's pretty short. I don't know if it'll last us all the way over to them.
We can always fly.
Yeah, let's just run up there real fast. We'll just run because I don't want to. Oh, well, I have to fly up this hill, but yeah, I don't want to like skip out. I mean, I suppose they've seen it, but
Oh, whatever.
I know what we'll do. We'll get up here and then we'll fly right over there because I mean it's right there.
But you have a story to tell.
Yeah, I was gonna say this one time, two kids at Walmart again. They one kid. This one time, actually, it's just sort of short things that happen. The kid wanted something from the mom as usual, and I mean, he just wanted like her to buy something, and she said, "No way, Jose." And I thought the best response ever just was the one that he gave was very simple and hilarious. He said, "Yes, Jose. Yeah, yes, Jose."
I've never heard that before.
It was
Oh, I was. Oh, wow. You just want to see Far Carter again.
yeah, I have to look at Far Carter. Hello.
Hi, Far Carter.
The other Walmart story consisted of another kid who was, I mean, it was just, his dad was chasing him because he wouldn't behave in Walmart, and he would run around the tool aisle laying flat on his back for whatever reason. just running to the end of the aisle, laying flat on his back, so just with no context, he laid flat on the floor in front of his father, who was trying to like catch up to him, and he kept getting up. But anyways, let's talk to the dynamic duo here.
That's pretty weird that you address ponies as citizen when you forget their names for that matter.
You know, they're still having the same conversation since we left.
Yep.
Well, I can't be expected to ask every time. Do you have any idea how many citizens I interact with on a daily basis?
Well, today you talked to me, Flan, the mailman, your grandma.
Huh.
I'm pretty sure that's it.
Stuff and nonsense. Why, here's Jet Black, who's not a citizen.
That's Jet Black.
Yes, I know. In fact, what brings you here on this glorious day? To read the same dialogue we've already given? Or what is it, courtesy of yours truly?
We're standing on clouds, Cirrus. We're always standing on clouds. Endless clouds.
There are a few more things I wanted to ask you, or I forgot what I was going to say. Have a good one now. I just came to listen.
I kind of forget after, like, listening to that same dialogue 20 times.
There were a few more things I wanted to ask you. Of course I'll say that.
Why, of course, fair citizen. To what may I offer my apologies?
Cirrus, it's Jet Black again. You know, the one who was just here a little while ago.
Assistance, that's the word I was looking for. I don't know why I said that other thing. Now then, I sense that you are here because you're trying to find some missing cookies, correct?
Well, no. That's amazing. I'll say, well, no.
Well, you probably should be. Criminals never sleep, as they say.
Who says that? Criminals sleep.
Well, I didn't invent the saying. What business do you have, then, if you're not here for the cookies?
Well, I'm here for the cookies. I'm here to ask about a sign. I'll say that.
A sign? I thought you were here about the cookies.
I am.
But you just said you weren't.
I am, but I'm not trying to find them. I didn't say that. I'll say I am, but I'm not trying to find them.
What are you trying to do with them?
Nothing. They've been eaten.
By who?
Wayward.
Then what do you need from us?
There's more to it than that. Or some pony changed the sign to say they were free. I'll say the second one.
Who?
I don't know yet. That's what I'm here to find out. Second one again.
Finally. Why couldn't you just say so?
I suppose now that you mention it, I did find it a bit odd that you would be investigating missing cookies that had been given away.
Wait, what?
Yes, the sign did say free cookies, please do steal after all. I probably should have assumed something was amiss.
You mean you knew this whole time that the sign had been switched? You don't think that detail might have been kind of important?
Well, you see, Opal, until very recently, no pony had asked. I'm glad we could reach the bottom of this investigation so efficiently, however. Yes, we can, with this knowledge, safely eliminate every suspect that didn't come in before me. The culprit would also have to be some sort of criminal mastermind with an expertise in writing. The one who would know in advance the necessity of taking a pen with them wherever they were to go. Yes, if only there were someone amidst the suspects that fit that description. But wait, I'm remembering something. Of course, there is one suspect who fits that description perfectly.
Yeah, we get it, Cirrus. You can stop now.
I like your fire Opal voice.
Oh, thanks. I think it might be a little different than last time. I don't remember. I actually forgot the voices too. Has been a while.
Oh no! I remember it. It is the same. So you did good.
I like Fire Opal, but I like the idea of I have a funny story actually about
go
something
ahead.
like that. Tell on the way back.
Sure.
Like I like that voice when you have somebody who smoked like 10 packs of cigarettes a day for every day of their life.
Yeah.
Went to a Super 8 motel one time in Montana, and the desk clerk was this older person who was like that. And we actually were trying to get a room, and she would be like, you'd be like, you have any availability on Monday? And she'd be like, no. Tuesday, no. Wednesday, no. Thursday.
Wait a second. I'll go check. No.
It was. I mean, it was. She wasn't rude or anything, but it was just. It was like that. Like she was kind of funny. She just had that voice.
Yeah.
Pretty much the exact same voice.
Mine was sort of a weird kind of. It almost sounded like a cartoon cat. But sort of, scratchy and everything. Well, what am I even talking about?
Nothing
They're
will,
both
Nothing will ever be as good as Tracer Noir.
scratchy.
He's the best voice.
I wonder. I wonder what he'd have to say to us right now.
It's too bad we don't have to go back to Ponyville right now.
We might have to later. I don't remember, but not right now.
Where'd you go? I'll just meet you at the train station.
Okay, well, we gotta
No.
talk to Flan.
Oh, there you go. I'm right here. Yeah, okay, I would have lost you. Okay.
Okay, yeah, because I like jumped way off. Hullabaloo put his hairpiece on again.
Yep.
Oh man.
Um,
My. Hmm?
I
Yes.
didn't have anything to say. Sorry.
Oh, okay. I was wondering. I just I was gonna say. I'll say it, and I'll say it afterwards about the voices. Just after we talk to Flan here.
Yeah, poor Flan.
Let's talk to her here. Maybe I'll say it on the way back to Cloudopolis, but here we go.
Oh, hello, Jet Black. Welcome to the Paso Fino again.
Oops, wrong cafe. Bye. I'm still working on I'll just say I'm working on solving the mystery of the missing cookies.
Did you learn anything new?
Nope. Can I get a menu? Both Cirrus and Scribble claim that they didn't alter the sign. Cirrus says the sign already said free cookies, please do steal, and Scribble tells me the sign said oatmeal cookies, please do not steal.
Oh, then how did the sign get changed?
I'm not sure we can take both of them at their words. You probably wrote it wrong. I'll say the first one.
That would mean one of them was being dishonest. How do we know which one?
We can threaten their families. Or maybe we can find out whose hoof writing is on the sign. I'll
Wow.
say the second one.
That got dark real fast.
I just asked her about whose hoof writing since I'm nice.
If there was only some way to know what their hoof writing looks like, we could check the sign to see if they match. Oh, can you get hoof writing samples from Cirrus and Scribble?
Should I also get one from Wayward?
Well, no. Cirrus's testimony regarding the sign removes Wayward from this arbitration. Ellipses. Also ellipses. I actually don't know if Wayward can write.
That makes sense. I'll get the samples from Cirrus and Scribble and bring them back to you. Oh,
Thanks, Jet Black.
If he can't write, how can he advertise for Outback Steakhouse?
yeah, and I mean, how come he can read? Since he can read for Outback Steakhouse and he can read the sign.
Yeah. Something
Oh,
fishy
wait.
about that pony.
Yeah, he's got a problem. At least, Scribble. Let's talk to these two. I think this will be the last time we talk to them. Or
Maybe.
second last. Oh boy. Let's see here.
Hey, Jet Black, you need something?
Flan is missing some cookies. Nope, I'm just running around annoying random ponies today. Oh, I gotta say Flan is missing some cookies.
I said we're not answering any more questions about the cookies.
Can I just get a hoof writing sample to prove you didn't do it? I wanted to know if you could read one of your stories. I'll say that.
You what?
You what?
I mean, yeah, of course. In fact, you know what? I've got something special here for you. It's what you'd call a beta copy of my latest work, complete with author's notes. And, not a lot else so far, but hey, mate, this is an exclusive. I wouldn't do this for just any pony, you know. I mean, this basically details the author's creative process as much as you can on paper. It very well might make you rich someday. You're gonna want to take good care of this.
Yeah, well.
Like, so his rough draft that he's not going to publish, pretty much?
Yeah, I guess I get his rough draft and I'll be rich apparently. He's almost as bad as Cirrus, really.
I think that's the whole point of this quest. That those two guys are just really like that.
They're pretty strange.
Isn't there another pony
Oh.
like that? Oh, wait, Pyrite. Pyrite's a little full of himself too.
Yeah, he's kind of a chowderhead.
It's like whoever wrote the male ponies in this for these ponies made them all like arrogant.
Yeah, that sort of happens in the actual Friendship is Magic too. Well, they're kind of less arrogant and more just really stupid.
Boys are
Right,
gross.
All except for Jet Black.
Yep, sure.
But Jet Black is an apex Spinosaurus horse who can apparently withstand multiple point blank blows from naiads.
Oh, well, that's good.
Like that one video a long time ago.
Oh, yeah.
I guess I'll just fly up to the platform if you want to just fly up here.
Oh, yeah, I don't have any energy right now. I can... Wait a minute. Okay, I can do it.
Oh, there you go. I was gonna say something about the voices. Like I was saying, Astral Charm's original voice is probably gonna go to another horse. But I was gonna say the original voice I had for Astral Charm is actually sort of based on a Payday 2 character, loosely based on Dallas from Payday 2, who is the best heister. Don't at me.
Yeah, I never really played that, so I don't know. Oh, there you are.
Yeah, I'm going down to the Far Carter
Oh,
shortcut.
I totally forgot about Commander Snowcone. Whoa.
Yeah, I don't know how long has he been there, because he
Might be
wasn't
new.
there. Yeah, he has to be newer, because he wasn't there before I started this again. Or at least I'm pretty sure he wasn't. I'd even look at my videos to wager that. To keep making sure my thing's
I wonder if Far
recording.
Carter has a cousin named Near Carter.
Near Carter is... I want to see Near Carter in the near future. Oh. Yeah, so...
This is a really fun quest to do as an Earth Pony when you don't know that shortcut exists.
Oh, boy. Yeah, that's a really good one.
Like, when I first
That's-
started playing this game, and the very first time I did that quest, I didn't know that shortcut existed and had to walk here all the time.
Oh, yeah, I used to do that too, because I didn't know about it. But, anyways, I guess let's hear their same dialogue.
That's pretty weird that you're still addressing ponies as citizens when you forget their names.
Well, I'm not going to ask every time. Look, I interact with a lot of people on a daily basis. Cut me some slack, all right?
The day you've talked to me and Flan and the mailman and your grandma and Jet Black and probably about 10 other ponies and the mayor of Ponydale and a Timberwolf and that's about it.
Yeah, stuff and nonsense. Well, here's another citizen right now. Haha, it's Jet Black.
Yeah, it's Jet Black. We all know.
And then
Why, of course it is.
we're walking on sunshine. Whoa.
We're walking on sunshine.
It's about the cookies again, guys. I forgot what I was going to say. Have a good one. I'll say, it's about the cookies again. Hello.
How long have we been at this now? You sure you don't want to just go ride bikes or something?
Oh, come now, don't tell me you're getting tired of aiding the pursuit of the dastardly. The swift hammer of justice must never rest from its duties. Opal, it must always continue tenderizing the burgers of crime as they seek to do harm to the innocent mayonnaise of forgetting what we were talking about.
What do you need now?
I need a hoof riding sample to see.
Maybe we should go right back to talking about standing on clouds and how many ponies I've talked to today.
Cirrus, don't interrupt me. I need a hoof riding sample to see if this matches the sign. Or I just need Cirrus to write something. I'll say I need Cirrus to write something.
I wish I could help you, but I haven't got any paper. I guess we'll have to call the investigation off.
I have a napkin. You can just use that.
As long as it hasn't been used yet.
Well, not really. I was using it to hold a cookie, but that's it.
Opal, what are you doing with a cookie?
Well, I was eating it, and now I'm done with it.
So you admit it. Another villain brought to justice by the vengeful go-kart of truthful statements.
You're not even trying anymore. And I mean that in terms of both metaphors and investigating. I got the cookie at the fancy fair right here in Cloudopolis. It wasn't even oatmeal, it was snickerdoodle. Now just take the napkin.
And hand back a piece of evidence covered in cookie crumbs? I think not.
Fine. And just write in that swatch of velour you keep with you.
Never!
And take the napkin.
But it's covered in crumbs.
You know what? Fine. Here, Jet Black. 1 hoof riding sample. Enjoy.
Wait a minute, how did you get that?
I found it.
But you can't give that away. It doesn't belong to you.
You don't want to aid the pursuit. Don't you want to aid in the pursuit of a dastardly?
Not when it means you giving away my diary. I hope you know this qualifies as an unlawful search. You can't use that evidence in a court of law.
Well, I'm willing to bet it's good enough for Flan.
You're not only making a mockery of the entire legal system, but you're exposing my deepest secrets. You won't get away with this, you villain.
But I already have, Cirrus.
She must have had some of those asbestos cigarettes, or she might have gone to the Home Depot recently.
Yeah. I don't know if I know this pony right here.
Which one?
Oh, Grubby. Weird.
Oh, where even are you? Is it the flying pony?
No, I'm up here in the, like straight from...
Oh, I see.
That's weird. He might be new. Or something, or new-ish.
No-ish. I think I remember I remember a pony being in here, but I don't remember it being grubby.
I don't want to waste too much time, but that's weird.
Oh, we'll just fly up back here, I guess.
Yeah. I mean, this has been going on for probably like an hour already.
Yeah, we're at an hour and 13 minutes here.
Oh, it's gonna be longer than Mindless Violins.
Oh, look.
Uh-oh.
See, Mindless Violins is technically longer in terms of interactions, but this has more dialogue and more flying back and forth.
Yeah. All this all the way out to Cloudopolis to talk to Cirrus and Opal.
I'm gonna pretend to get hurt and then do a Dallas voice from Payday 2 because of how great a heister Dallas is. That's because there's nothing better than hearing his nonchalant lack of any fear when he gets hurt, and just how he says he needs a medic bag.
Oh yeah, I heard that.
Was it when he went to Taco Bell?
Yep.
Oh, Lord. There, I put that in the Payday 2 server on... Oh, my goodness. I'm floating away. What's happening? The strong wind is still affecting me, and I'm nowhere near it.
Uh-oh.
I'm just gonna... we'll just run quickly over to Flan.
I'll meet you by the gate. I fell off Cloudopolis and I have to like. I'm way lost.
Oh, okay. So like the gate in Cantermore.
Yeah.
Okay, let's see. Uh-oh, I'm full. Ah, I need a medic bag. Oh, that was bad, but oh well. I need a medic bag.
Commander Harvest Moon, quick! Don't just stand there and wave. Do something.
I'm dying. Somebody drop a medic bag. Maybe that's how Jet Black sounds if he gets hurt. He just asks unenergetically for a medic bag.
Need one of those ponies that has medical talent.
I got the partying talent for him before the flying one was even introduced.
I had the partying talent, and then I had the cooking talent. And I don't know what... I think this version of me has the flying talent also. I think. Not sure.
Oh, Lork.
No, it's definitely
Well,
the
that's-
partying talent.
Oh, well, there you go. It fits.
Yep. Let's talk to Flan.
Alright.
Oh, hello, Jet Black. Welcome to Pasofino.
Oops, wrong cafe. Bye. Hoof writing sample. I'll just say hoof writing samples.
So you were able to get the samples?
Well, not yet, no. I sure was. Why would I say no? I'll say I sure was.
Because you like
Oh,
painting?
wow, you...
Yeah, I'll hate myself.
That was quick. Good job, Jet Black. Let me have a look. Scribbles doesn't seem to match up. Wait, is this Sirius's diary?
Yes? Don't worry about that. No, I'll say don't worry about that.
We can't read this. This is private.
We just need to compare the hoof writing, right? It's the only thing I could get. I'll say it's the only thing I could get.
I really don't know if we should.
What if we just use the dedication page? Or it's what he would want. I'll say it's what he would want. Because screw you, Cirrus.
Are you sure? Did he give this to you?
No. I guess I'll say no.
He probably wouldn't want that at all.
Just read half of a sentence. Cross your eyes or something. This is valuable evidence. He's the only suspect left. Can't we just make him pay now? Let's say just read half a sentence.
I don't want Hullabaloo to get ripped off, but I really don't want to invade any pony's privacy. But if Scribble couldn't have done it, we have to know if it was Sirius's hoof writing on the sign. I don't suppose I have much of a choice, do I? Ellipses. Okay, there, but I only read the first two words, okay? I really don't know what it said at all.
Duly noted. You don't have to convince me. I'll say you don't have to convince me.
Let me look at the sign again. Oh my, it does match. Sirius must have changed the sign. But why?
I'll go ask him. Who cares? I'm going to collect. I'll say that.
Doesn't that mean he'll find out I read his diary? I feel really awful about that.
I won't tell. It was for a good cause. Not my problem. I'll say I won't tell.
Just make sure Hullabaloo gets compensated, I suppose. That's the most important thing.
Well, I like how her expression changed immediately.
Yeah.
Oh, guess where we have to go.
Actually thought it was Scribble that did it.
Well,
I forgot about this.
which means we have to talk to Cirrus. Alright, that's it. I'm just speed running over there. Everyone knows how to get there already.
Okie dokie, I'll catch up with you.
Speed run over the
I'm
mountain.
only half
range.
your level.
Yet I still don't have good stamina. Oh my goodness gracious.
Oh, I don't
I
think you
just
have
can't.
good stamina till you get to like level 50.
Yeah, I just catapulted way in the air because I was in mid-flight and I was like going up, so it just like threw me way up.
This is the time when you're glad that you're recording.
Yeah, yeah. Oh, oh.
Yeah, I forgot that it was Cirrus. This is weird. For how many times I've done this. Hi, Guard Farlong.
Card Farlong. Is she related to Far Carter?
Maybe?
Guard Farlong is the sister of Far Carter. Let's,
These ponies are really far out.
Oh, yeah, alright, I'm just flying down there.
You're not gonna
No
take the
shortcuts.
Far Carter. Far Carter shortcuts.
Yeah, I would have, but I can just sort of fly over here, which is a little faster.
We'll see about that.
Alright, alright, I'm here.
Oh, it's about the same.
Oh,
So
hello.
I bet they're walking on clouds again, and he's only talked to like 10 people today.
Oh yeah, that would be pretty interesting.
Oh,
Let's find out.
I get a different one.
Oh, your mother never struck me as a fan of
your
darts?
mother never struck me as a fan of darts.
You would certainly be amazed.
I'm sure I would be.
If darts were the primordial form of repeating the same dialogue we got last time we collaborated, she'd be the height of clarity. Oh, good afternoon, citizen. You're looking fit.
You changed the sign and I have proof. Or I forgot what I was going to say. Have a good one. No, I like myself too a little too much.
I bet they changed up the dialogue just because they knew at this point you were getting tired of it.
Probably. I want to say you changed the sign and I have proof.
I suppose there's no sense in hiding it now. I changed the sign and have been brought to justice accordingly. Let that be a lesson to you, Opal. Crime never pays, even when it's brilliantly thought up by a brilliant master of the arts.
Since when do you want to be a criminal mastermind? And why would you even want Flan's cookies to get eaten?
Elementary, Opal. I simply wanted to ruin Hullabaloo's party. Why, we never went to the same flight school, and he's never invited me to so much as a single party.
You know, I think those two facts might be more related than you're giving them credit for. Ellipses.
No matter. I'm glad to see there's some pony out there dedicated enough to go so far for their friends. Some pony who will not rest until the petty thieves of the world have been exposed for their true nature. Some pony who will stop at nothing to ensure that the backbone of the equestrian way of life is upheld, and that no pony shall be able to wrong another and sleep comfortably without fear for the repercussions of their heinous actions. Why, it reminds me of myself when I was your age.
We're all the same age. And you're not like that at all. You literally just confessed to stealing.
Well, in a more general sense, I mean. Here's the money I owe Hullabaloo for the cookies. I'm assuming the jar itself is included in the price.
Oh, okay.
Oh, I have a belch. Oh, there we go, and we're on the last interaction. Well, now we just talked to a Hullabaloo.
He did that. He admitted to it.
Yeah, and he actually gave me the money, too, which surprises me even more.
I've always heard Cirrus's voice a certain way in my head. Like, the way he reads his dialogue is kind of like a campy, like, 1960s superhero. So I always picture him kind of sounding something kind of like this.
Greetings, citizen. It is I, Cirrus Stratus, and I am here to unhand the burglars and save the world and all that.
Yeah, that probably is how he would talk.
I
don't
like the
know
way
why
you
I
do it.
didn't-
It's fine. I like the way you do it.
Yeah, I should have done that
No, I'm
version,
not
but
trying.
oh well.
I'm not trying to make you feel bad.
Oh no, that's fine. I
He
didn't
says
know.
things
I
like,
just was,
he says things like, "No sandwich will be complete without the mustard of justice."
huh. Where'd you go? I'm here.
I-
Oh, there you are.
Yeah, I'm here. A strong wind pushes you around.
Ah, I'm just gonna go down the medic bag route. We may as well just shout it. I need a medic bag. I let myself fall. Oh. Hey, whoa. There's a pony in here. Rufus Clackett. He looks a lot like a pony we know.
What? Where's this at?
He's in that that little dome over there. Not dome. It's like the little Coliseum looking place, but sort of near the blimp where you pick up flowers. In fact, I think you were. It was right behind where you were just flying. It's where the scarecrows are.
Whoa. Rufus
Let's see,
Clackett.
Oh. Rufus Clack. Oh, there you are. Okay, yeah.
Oh, I forgot that was his name. That's pretty funny. Oh, it
Oh, he
does.
looks-
It does look familiar. And this, I always thought this pony kind of looked like a pony I know too.
I killed a scarecrow and it's killed zero. I got 0 bits. Oh, yeah. This
Wow.
pony reminds me.
That's pretty funny. This pony looks like a real wordsmith.
Yeah. I don't know anyone who writes like Rufus.
Nope.
You think Rufus would make sort of a video, like doing something like trying to find, like trying to find differences in pictures or something like that?
Nah, he wouldn't do that at all. Totally not.
Yeah, if he did, I would probably be unlisted too on YouTube.
Yeah, so no one could watch it except. Hey, we get back to Hullabaloo.
Yeah, I just realized and I stopped jumping.
Okay.
Let's see.
Hey, Jet Black, how's it going?
You look tired. Do you need some help? I'm back. Or fine, I'll just be running along now.
We
I'm
are
gonna
tired, but.
Oh, he thinks he's tired. I'll say, hi, I'm back. After almost an hour and a half.
Oh, wow, there you are. I was thinking for sure you must have run off by now. Where have you been?
I was tracking down the culprit. Or I took a nap. I want to say, as much as I want to say the second one, I'll say I was tracking down the culprit.
Oh, so you've got the money.
Yes. Or I spent it on clothes. I'll say yes.
Great, awesome, thanks.
Don't you want to know who did it?
Not really. I'm just happy it all sorted out. Honestly, I'm too tired right now to get angry at any pony. I just want this party to go well, you know? And hey, listen, you probably had to go through a lot of trouble to get this cash for me back, huh? Because I've got something I was going to give out as a door prize, but I think maybe you should take it. Here you go. It's my favorite pair of headphones. Sorry to see them go, but I was going to give them away anyway, and it seems like at least I should do for making you go through all the hoof work on that one. If there's one job I would hate doing, it's got to be bill collection. So here, as a way of saying thanks, you're a really sound friend, you know? Get it? Sound? I'm too tired for jokes. Anyway, I'm about finished up setting up, and I don't want to stop this just now, but we'll have to have this whole thing ready to go soon.
Well, wow, that's a specific number. 487 XP and everything.
Yay! I have another holiday that has the headphones now.
Oh yeah, and just for the audience, as you can see over there, and now you're about to see on me, you get headphones that you can put on, and when you dance, they emit these music notes. so you can listen to Payday 2 music and pretend you're jamming to that.
It's the best item in the game. Probably.
Well, so I guess we're gonna end that episode off right there. Thank you to everyone who stuck through with us all the way, even though we kind of took all the agonizing scenic routes for the most
Well, you
part.
got to listen to good stories about Walmart and other things, and
And a hotel. But anyways, let's yeah, we're gonna wrap this up, and we'll see you in the next episode. And goodbye, everyone.
bye-bye.